Postseason or not, a surprise here on this episode of Co-Angler's Corner. Welcome back to the Frugalmuse Studios for this episode of Co-Angler's Corner. I'm Russell Olson. Today on the show, first I want to start off with talking about my last BFL on the Crosse Super Tournament. So it was a much tougher day than what it should have been. felt like. I did get a good keeper out of it, which I posted on my social media pages. But I caught fish throughout the day. I actually caught my keeper and my other fish on a Senko. It was a black or red color that I actually like to use up north quite a bit. The action slowed down for a while. I actually ended up picking up a young creature bait, black and blue. I ended up start catching fish on that. We just had a whole lot of trouble getting into the size that we needed. So yeah, and the funny thing is, my partner, he got his limit, but it wasn't, unfortunately, what he needed to make the championship Sunday either, unfortunately. So, but what's funny thing is I actually fished with him before. He's a good guy. I consider him a friend. And the funny thing is, we both ended up in the same spot in the points afterwards, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit here. But yeah, we mostly stayed in 9 most of the day, or a good chunk of the day. We had to get back to 8 because there was some barge traffic. As a matter of fact, when we came back, there was a barge already in there, so it's a good thing we came back in there with plenty of time. And they were actually able to get them out fairly quickly. I suppose that's the chance you take when you lock on that river. So we mostly off of grass with deep drop-offs was where we caught most of our fish. Like I said, we caught fish throughout the day, but just the difficulty was getting into the size we need. But that's the story of the day there. But the surprise I wanted to tell you about is in that tournament, I was 32nd in the points going into it. With what I got, unfortunately, I was really expecting to drop in points. I was worried that I didn't get what I needed to get me to regional. But later on that afternoon, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday because it was a 2-day tournament. I didn't get the text with the final point standings until the next day and Sunday, on my way back. So I get the text, I look at it, I actually went up. Yeah, I actually went up. I actually ended up 28th in the points. So I had a really good year. Cannot complain there. I was like, whew. That was such a relief when I saw that text, because what that means is in 1 week from the time of this recording, I am going to be heading to Bettendorf, Iowa to pools 14, 15, and 16 for the BFL Regional Championship. Man, I cannot wait. So yeah, I was like, yeah. I still can't believe I went up in point. But that's okay. Trust me, I'm not gonna complain. I think that's my highest finish in points in the BFL so far. So we had a good season. There's definitely been a lot of good highlights this season. It's been an interesting season. Like I said, it's not yet over, quite yet. Postseason, here we come, man. I can't wait. I've already been, I've been for the last week. I've been, game planning here and there. Um, Pools 14, 15, 16. I've never fished there before. I have fished 13, which is off limits, but I've fished 13, which is close. It doesn't sound like it has quite the same some features as the Crosse pools do. It's a little bit different. I'm accounting for that. Water level is going to be stable. It's supposed to be really nice. Weather's supposed to be consistent. So yeah, I've got some game plans going here. So a matter of fact, tonight if I get time, or Saturday, I'm going to be thrashing on my tackle. I'm going to have that all ready to go. I don't leave until Thursday, but I'm going to try to get tackle and stuff ready to go this weekend. If I need to make some find out something, last minute changes, whatever, but be pretty much ready to go. So yeah, I will have to obviously talk a lot more about the regional in my next episode. I'm hoping for a good finish. Like I said, I've got game plans and stuff to try down there. Man, it just kind of thinking back, looking at where I ended up in the points, it's been a good season up to this point. Hope to have even better season next year, but like I said, this one's not even over quite yet. So one thing I do want to thank Frugal Moose Books. They've taken care of me anytime I've needed books. They've got great prices. And they're just good people to deal with. That's one of the main reasons I partner with them. So guys, please check them out, frugalmoosebooks.com. They're out on Odana Road in Madison, Wisconsin. Please check them out. I'd really appreciate it. And just tell them you heard about them on Co-Angler's Corner. So also too, I have some other links I'd really appreciate if you check out. Again, content for the Patreon is still coming soon. It's been pretty crazy with tournaments, and like I said, I've still got the regional to go here. So after regional, I'm going to be concentrating on a lot of non-fishing stuff here a little bit more, because it'll be pretty much towards the end of the season at this point. But that's still coming. That is still coming. So yeah, if you could check out the other links below, though. If you guys could also like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. So that'll be it for now, guys. For you guys still fishing and otherwise, go get 'em.